Well, hello, Bill, and everybody else there at Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle. My name is Mike SEARLS, and this is my submission for Retail Marketer of the Year. And I know you guys are busy, you're getting a lot of submissions, so I thought I'd put together this quick video to go through it quickly, and I am happy to provide you any support documentation that you would like to go along with it. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a Diamond Luxury member. And my first conference I went to was the Super Conference 2010, and I went to Info Summit 2010. I've also been to some local chapter meetings, and I've also even looked into the prospects of becoming an IBA. I own a company by the name of Success Training Systems, where we help entrepreneurs build and grow their companies. I'm an Inc. 500 entrepreneur alumni. I built a company from 0 to 25 million in the past, sold it, and retired, and started Success Training Systems in order to teach others. But the business I want to talk about today is my other company, LA Boxing. LA Boxing is actually a client of Success Training Systems, so I'm basically my own client, if you know what I mean. So LA Boxing is a retail business in the fitness industry. Here's an example of one of my clubs. We have 4 clubs in the Denver metropolitan area. There's another club. Each club is approximately 5,000 square feet in size, and again, we have 4 locations. We're going to be opening more as we go further. In fact, the club I just showed you, I purchased out of bankruptcy. It was owned by someone prior to me, and they were not good operators. They ran it into the ground. I purchased it, and it is now one of the very top clubs in the country, thanks to the information that I learned from GKIC and the things that I've applied. I have 48 employees and I have 8 managers. My employees tend to be fighters, trainers, boxers, then I have management team. Here's the inside of one of my clubs from standing inside the boxing ring looking out, so you can see the bag cage, the weight machines, etc. We teach Jiu Jitsu and mixed martial arts in addition to boxing. We also teach cardio kickboxing classes like you see here. We do have fight rings inside the clubs. We have bag cages like this. We teach about 135 different classes every month in each one of the clubs. We also have a strength and conditioning area that you see here. But let's get to the problem and why I sought out GKIC's help. I have 4 problems that I was trying to resolve in my clubs when I went to Info Summit in November. Marketing was not working for me prior to that. I was trying lead generation, but I wasn't producing enough leads to support the growth of the company I was looking for. My membership growth had stalled, and there was confusion in the marketplace as to who or what is LA Boxing. So my marketing needed to solve that. So the biggest problem we had is we didn't know who our own customers were. Therefore, we didn't know who our prospects should be. So that led to a really big wake-up call. On the left are some assumptions that I had going into this project. I thought we were dealing primarily with men who wanted to be tough fighters. They wanted to learn self-defense, and I thought we were dealing in the lower to middle income. But it was very shocking to me to find out, in reality, we're dealing with 61% of our club is women. The reason they're in the club is they're bored with other clubs. They're professionals or homemakers, and they tend to be in the higher income level. Our average income is $95,000. That's for a boxing club. I never thought that would be the case. They're in it to learn a new workout and to have some fun, and 90% of them come from within 10 minutes of the club. How did I know that? Well, I took your advice, and I did research on my marketplace. I studied it before I started doing any prospecting. I discovered AccuData, which is a resource where you can upload all of your contacts to, and it will give you a profile, a detailed profile. This is about a 30-page profile. I'm happy to provide you if you want to see it. Charts and graphs, and it shows me who my customers really are. We also did SurveyMonkey, where I reached out to my members to ask them why they joined, etc. Well, that led me to the big lesson. At Info Summit, I was up until 1 in the morning after Bill Glazer told the audience that the first place we should start with any marketing effort is a long-form sales letter. I had never written one before, so I set out to do that. Well, I did write the long-form sales letter, and then I turned it into a booklet. the long form sales letter became a colorful, this is a 14-page booklet that takes that long form sales letter and puts it with imagery, because we felt like we were a very image visual type of company. So this became the cornerstone of all future marketing. This became where it all started. So this 14-page booklet, 90% of it talks about boxing, why gyms don't work, why diets don't work, and then it leads in the last 2 pages as to why LA Boxing may be the place for you. So that all started with that book. From there, we modified the website. We had a stale website before. We added an opt-in, as you can see here, and all of our offers now offer a free class. If you opt into the website, you will get one of these certificates for a free class. Now, this website is really cool because it is connected to my Infusionsoft, and we have a 41-step autoresponder sequence that follows up with you after you opt in. If you want to check it out, go to laboxing.com. I think you'll like it. We've got little icons moving and characters, that sort of thing. I also did a new sales presentation book for inside the clubs. I'm happy to provide you with one of those if you need it. And that way, at point of sale, the message was consistent with our marketing. The next thing I wanted to do is add personality and copy, as you've taught us. So I brought in my dog, Tank. That's her. Her name is Lil Tank. She is a English bulldog, and so she's become kind of our mascot. We now have put together a newsletter, and Tank even has an article in the newsletter, so we really try to bring that personality in. Also, to add credibility, we did a testimonial contest in December, and we had 47 people send in videos before and afters, so it gave us some great ammo for our newsletter. The other thing we did is we used outrageous advertising. The most successful for me in December and January was Our Boss is Crazy sale. Basically, I went out of town, and so the managers sent out emails and letters that said, our boss is crazy. He's allowed us to do this deal where we'll give you $200 just for joining LA Boxing. You can use it any way you want. That worked very well. We signed up 75 memberships in 24 hours twice, and each membership is worth about $1,000 to us over time. Next thing we did is that gym that I bought out of bankruptcy needed a facelift, so we remodeled it, and we used Tank as the mascot for that, and we had a giant remodel sale. Other things we did were event marketing. We had anniversary parties inside of the 4 clubs. We had self-defense seminars inside of all 4 clubs. We also put on events, customer appreciation events, where we had cake there, and we had sparkling cider. That's my daughter there serving up cider for the guests. We had hundreds of people come through. The next big thing we did is we put together, I wanted to really do events, so we put together what we call Fight Night. Fight Night was a place for all of our customers to participate in the ring. We had ring girls, we had music, we had a DJ and all that. We had a really cool time, and Fight Night was just a smashing success for us. I'm going to play this video for you. It's 30 seconds long, so you can see exactly what it is. I hope that video came across. If for some reason it did not record in this PowerPoint, I will send you the link to that video. It's kind of cool. It shows you we had almost 900 people between the 2 events show up for that event, each paying $20 to attend, plus we sold memberships and merchandise from it. You also advised us to bring in celebrities, so we brought in Rocky. He's the mascot for the Denver Nuggets basketball team. We brought in mixed martial arts professional fighters. We brought in local business dignitaries, and we brought in beauty pageant consultants. We wanted to also make sure we hit from all fronts. You always say have a lot of poles in the water. So one of the marketing things is we took my truck and we wrapped it. And we took my wife's Land Rover and we wrapped it. And this has been a huge success for us. We get a ton of leads from this truck because it's bright pink. And remember, we found out we were a women. We found out that 61% of our membership is women, and so we want to attract more women, and the men come behind them. The next thing we did is started a social marketing campaign, and we did it just the way you told us to do it. So we've got now 1,680 people on our fan page. For Google AdWords, we didn't want to try that ourselves, so we hired ROI Revolution, and we also run our own Facebook ads. We also do a lot of flyering, and we changed our business cards to have the free offer on them. And we also did a direct mail piece. Now, I've included that direct mail sequence in your package, but basically the direct mail sequence included a handwritten letter, a booklet that described the club. That was the first drop. It included a coupon. Drop number 2 in the sequence was an oversized postcard, and drop number 3 in the sequence was an audio CD that I recorded and went out, kind of like the old AOL CDs. That 3-step sequence has worked fantastically well. We did it with 6,000 prospects, and we've now built up our prospect base substantially. We also decided to reproduce and make some localized TV. Now that we know our members are only coming from right around the club, we decided to create some local TV. If you would like, I won't bore you with it right now, but you can go on to YouTube, look up LA Boxing, and all of our videos are up there. Our 30-second TV spots with a call to action. All right, so those are all the things we did. We did even more than that, but we did all that in the last 65 days, which has been a tear. We've been really ripping through this. So here are the results and why we should be Retail Marketer of the Year. Last quarter, we did $621,000 in revenues, which was representing almost a 21% increase in our gross profit. Very substantial. We also had nearly a 70% increase in new customers. That was a huge increase for us, and it accomplished just what we wanted. The other thing we had is almost a 25% increase in top-line revenue. That's after a company, we've got some clubs that are open 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. We increased our top-line revenue over and above that, so it's been fantastic. But here's the key. We did it with an 18% reduction in advertising and marketing expense. So we did all those things, but we did them in a way that actually saved us money. We actually came in way under budget. So now we're going to take that budget, that savings, and roll it into the future quarters and invest that money because we want to invest it. Still to come, we're implementing in the coming months webinars, virtual tours of the clubs, so that way people can get to know us and what we do. Video landing pages and specific campaigns for youth team, fight team, personal training, and more. So those are the reasons that I would love to be a finalist in the competition. If I became a finalist, I would put together video and a fantastic presentation. I give all the credit to GKIC. I'd go through the checklist of everything you told us at Info Summit, how I applied it, and how it turned our companies around. So, Bill, I'll see you one of 2 places in May. I would love to see you on the stage as a nominee for Marketer of the Year. If not, I challenge you with those gloves I sent you in the box. I challenge you to a duel in the boxing ring. It's your choice. You pick. Put me on the stage or put me in the ring. Let's go. So please nominate Mike SEARLS as a finalist representing Success Training Systems and LA Boxing. Thank you for listening to this. I appreciate it. And let's knock out the competition.